You probably wear that label with pride. You're the one who listens without interrupting, avoids conflict, and is always ready to lend a hand, even when you're drowning yourself. But what if being nice isn't a virtue, but a disguise? What if your chronic agreeableness is sabotaging your happiness, relationships, and even your mental health? Psychologists have long studied the trait of high agreeableness, a personality marker associated with kindness, empathy, and cooperation. While it sounds like a dream trait, the reality is more complicated. Research indicates that individuals who score high in agreeableness often struggle with establishing boundaries, articulating their needs, and asserting themselves when it matters most. Over time, this can lead to burnout, anxiety, and suppressed resentment. Two examples of excessive niceness. Take Alina, a 42-year-old museum curator in Minneapolis. To her coworkers, she was the glue that held the team together, always pleasant, always helpful. But behind closed doors, Elena was battling migraines, sleepless nights, and a creeping sense of invisibility. "It felt like I was disappearing," she says, "like I had to erase myself to keep everyone else comfortable." Or consider Renzo, a 29-year-old chef in Santa Fe. Renzo took pride in being accommodating, even-tempered, and diplomatic. However, in romantic relationships, he found himself repeatedly taken advantage of, unable to advocate for his own needs effectively. "I thought if I were good enough, they'd naturally treat me well. I didn't realize I was teaching them to ignore me." Stop being nice and start being real. Here are 3 counterintuitive but powerful tips. 1. Start with micro conflicts. Instead of trying to become assertive overnight, start small. Disagree with a friend on a restaurant choice. Tell your colleague you can't stay late. These micro moments train your nervous system to tolerate discomfort and help rewire your relationship with confrontation. 2. Use compliments with boundaries. You can be warm and kind without being a doormat. Try saying, "I'd love to help, but I have to take care of myself today." You're still expressing care, but with limits. That's genuine kindness, not self-erasure. 3. Ask yourself, who benefits from my silence? This deceptively simple question can serve as a gut check. When you choose not to speak up, who is gaining, and at what cost to you? It's time to redefine what it means to be nice. Genuine kindness doesn't come from pleasing everyone. It comes from being honest, transparent, and compassionate with yourself first. Because when you're always accommodating others, you're abandoning someone else in the process. You. Final thought. Want to dig deeper? Start a boundary journal this week. Track the moments you say yes when you want to say no, and write down what you wish you'd said instead. Change begins with awareness. Being liked feels good. Being real feels better.